Hey folks, alright, it's another vid. I'm doing this pretty impromptu like I normally do, and I'm doing it in response really to everybody's comments on my previous vid, which is unbelievable really. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to talk a little bit about certain things that may or may not, it might be antagonistic, I think is the right phrase. But I needed to get some things off my chest a little bit, sort of thing. I just needed to sort of explain things a little bit. I had a bit of a go of it on the last video, and I went into it very briefly. I'm going to go into it again, just so that you guys know. So, I've come back, and obviously it's great and all, and that's fantastic. But what I'm surprised about is that the amount of people who've commented. Not only that, the amount of people that have commented and have expressed, you know, pleasure in me returning. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Didn't expect that at all. Didn't really expect it. Just figured that it was one of those things. You know what I mean? People comment because you comment, right? And if I wasn't expecting anybody to comment back, I'm shocked, and it's great. It's whoa, yeah, great. But I'm not. I suppose I suppose I am the Steve Benway of all, really, to be honest with you. In that, I know that he's gone into it very briefly in some of his videos from some time ago, but I know that I think the right way of putting it, without being disrespectful, is that he's socially awkward, right? I'm socially awkward, very incredibly, and I would even go as far as to say that I'm a bit of a dipshit when it comes to communication with others. I tend to find it difficult, is the honest answer. And when people are positive toward me, I usually think they're taking the piss, to be frank. I usually think that they're just winding me up for kicks. And it's just bizarre that, you guys have all commented and all been positive. Sega CD Universe, I mean, cheers, mate, thanks. Obviously, thanks to everybody, but especially thanks to him. I'm just stoked that he's, been commenting and whatnot. And yeah, Lisa is that girlfriend. Just might annoy Lisa a little bit, but just to give you a bit of background, Laura used to be an old flame, as it were, and she had a channel. If you guys remember, I don't think she has a channel now. Don't know. Don't keep in touch with her. Whatever. She's as ancient history as you can get. Proper Greek mythology. She is. Lisa is cliche again, but Lisa is literally the one. So there you go. Basically, if you guys follow on Twitter, if you haven't following, I totally insist that everybody gets on Twitter, because that's pretty much where I am most times, pretty much every day. If you go on Twitter, you'll see, what we get up to and stuff like that. Brett Badley's on there as well. If any of you guys are sub to him, go sub. I pretty much chat, and because it's immediate, you can pretty much respond to things, and you can pretty much be there. And if you follow people on Twitter, I know some of you guys are there, so that's great. If you've got any skepticism about Twitter, please give it a go. I was as skeptical as you can get. Ask Brett Badley. Before Twitter, I was like, what is Twitter's just what? It's idiotic. It's not. There's something pure and special about that experience, especially when you get to chat with like-minded folk in a pretty much immediate environment. It's pretty cool. But what I'm basically rambling on about is the effect that you guys have had is pretty immense, and I've missed that. I think I've missed that in my life for the period of time that I've not been around. I think that the fact that you guys have not been around in my world, as it were, has been pretty weird. But it's maybe that's had a negative impact on me. I don't know. I don't like to be over the top about it. I don't like to make a lot of drama about it. But basically, I think that coming back, I think I've realised what I've missed, and that's weird for me. For me, it's just all of this is unique and special and different for me. I'm used to being pretty much who I am. There's nobody else in my life, apart from Lisa, obviously, and that's it really. The only person that I've really connected with, obviously, because we've been mates for ages, is Brett Badley. I mean, he would know me pretty much better than anyone. Ironically, we didn't speak for a long period of time, but regardless, he knows me pretty much better than anyone, apart from obviously Lisa. And it's just unbelievable to me that even now, after my hiatus, as we'll call it, I'm still in this position where there's people that are like intrigued and interested in what I have to say or what I have to do and all the rest of it. I'm doing random chatty videos for the time being, and in response to the aspect ratio in inverted commas thing, I'm just going to stick my head in the video, and this is this is the headshot thing. That's it, really. That's all I can tell you about that. I'm going to keep it like this for the time being. If it becomes incredibly annoying, I may be open to suggestions, and tilting it to the side is obviously the right thing to do. But I want it to be. I want everything that I do to have, even if it's crap, I want it to be different from the norm. I'm pretty much. I don't like to compare myself. And it's wrong to compare myself to somebody or to something that is like on the next stratosphere in terms of content and style and whatever. But I would argue that I'm pretty much the plan is that I'm going to change all this. But at the moment, I would describe myself as a kind of like a no frills Steve Benway, a kind of like Aldi Steve Benway. And perhaps possibly a Morrison's stroke Tesco Review Tech USA. If that's the best analogy I can come up with. I'm kind of like cheap and cheerful. You've watched Review Tech USA. You've watched Steve Benway. Now check out, Mr. Tesco. That's me. So I wouldn't say I was little. I don't think I'm that low down the food chain. I think I have moved up to some extent. I know that a lot of you guys have obviously your own channels, and obviously that's great, amazing. However, I know that all you guys, you've all got a level that you've reached. I think there's a level on YouTube that people have, in terms of editing, what have you. And I don't think that I'm at that level. And I'm cool with that. I want that to be my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the talky, chatty, response giving guy. That's cool. That's me. That's me happy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really. It's difficult because obviously I get a kick out of subs, right? I get a kick out of having loads of followers. I get a kick out of these things, and it's stupid of me to pretend like it's not for those reasons, because it pretty much is, really. Let's be fair. I wish I could come up with some really intelligent, elaborate reasoning behind why I do YouTube videos, but essentially it's because I want people to look at me and stuff. That's pretty much it. Lisa's wetting herself, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm an attention-seeking whore. That's it. And the other thing as well is that I want to meet like-minded people. Where I am, where I come from, nobody has an interest, to the extent that I have an interest in video games and like that kind of thing. And it's really bad for me sometimes because people don't get it. And you know when a lot of people don't get it, and you're like the only person, like it feels like you're the center of the universe, and nothing else is is important. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm detached from reality sometimes because I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe this person might understand why this is the best thing ever in terms of gaming. No. Why do you do trophies, Stephen? That's what they keep telling me. Why? What about trophies? Trophies. That's my thing now. Trophies, right? And a lot of people, especially hardened gamers, will argue that that's moronic, and I would probably be inclined to agree. Trophies is pretty much moronic. However, I'm an OCD moronic kind of guy, right? So trophies just totally tie in with me. The tick boxes, do you know what I'm saying? The tick boxes that don't normally get ticked in my head, right? So that's why trophies are my thing now, right? However, in terms of YouTube, that took a massive back foot. And part of that, and I'm going to be honest now, this is the honesty bit, part of that was because I figured that nobody give a shit. And that's kind of pathetic and childish and teenagey, angst-ridden shit. But the truth of it is that you give up, don't you? If you think to yourself, well, no one gives a shit, and I'm not that good, and a million other people do things better, and everything I say has pretty much been said. So what's the point of anything? Do you know what I mean? So I had a bit of a concern. I chatted with Brett Badley about this very briefly, and I didn't. Basically, we both threw a paddy in a similar way. We both said the same thing, which was, what's the effing point? And maybe that's pathetic. Yeah, it is, yeah, really. However, the rationale behind it was simple, really. You reach a certain point where whatever, however you want to describe it, creatively, physically chatty with other people, whatever it is, you reach a point where you say to yourself, well, am I progressing? Am I moving forward? And the truth of it is that I felt like I wasn't. And that's one of the reasons why I took a little bit of a back seat, because I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing? Is what I'm doing worthwhile? Because at the end of the day, I can make videos till the cows come on, right? And who gives a shit? And this is what shocked me, is you guys give a shit, which is like, what? So I want to sort of embrace a little bit about what I feel is unique about me, right? And that's my head and my gob, right? So I'm going to utilise those as best as I can. So in terms of the Steve Ben way of all, I mean, that is a moniker that I've got nothing but admiration for. I'm just stoked that someone would put that. Bang, that's like, wow. That's like a shot to the head sort of thing. That is a massive confidence boost. That is huge. Even if it was kind of a joke, it's massive. So thanks, man. Brett Badley sort of touched upon things on one of his videos. He kind of was. One day he checks his YouTube. Wow, I've got a load of subs. What's that in aid of? So he made a bit of a video about it. And to be honest, I got a bit. Is it jealousy? I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't think that's the right word. I got a bit like, well, he's doing a video. What's he doing a video for? I can't be having that. So I sort of did one, and it kind of just originally the idea was just to just put a video like, hello, how are you, bye. But then I started talking, and I enjoyed it, and I got a kick out of it, right? And that's what all this is about for me, is just that enjoyment factor. The subs and everything else, as much as I love it, it is a secondary thing, and that is the honest truth. I do not give a rat's about subs in comparison to the passion that I'm getting from doing it. When I'm chatting with people, I feel like I'm connecting with somebody, even if it's in a kind of not very connected way. I feel like I'm making a point to you guys somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but I'm connecting with your eye, right? Which is how it is. My problem is that I analyse the shit out of everything and make it rubbish by analysing it, by deconstruct. I'm basically the killer of ET. because I'm the scientist guy with the hat on. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm in the nuclear radiation suit, basically ripping ET to shreds with a blade. That's my analytical skills. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the destroyer of cute aliens. So, you know, that's basically how I roll with my brain and my mouth. I'm just one of these people where I ask the question that annoys the shit out of everybody. Why? And then when someone answers, I go, but why though? Hang on a minute. You guys are all commenting on my videos, but why? Why are you commenting on my videos? I mean, what is that about? As my father would say, that's tapped, son. As far as everything else is concerned, life is pretty much straightforward. And that is amazing. Considering how unstraightforward my life's been for the last few years, having a life that is pretty much mundane is fantastic. It's the best shit ever. The thing that excites me the most is obviously Lisa and the games. But in terms of everything else, my life's pretty much like flatland, which is great. It might sound absolutely bizarre to you guys listening to this crap, but everything prior to the video was just all over the place. I was up and down, random job, random life. So I'm in a position now where I'm really starting to rebuild everything and have a life of normality. I kind of want, this is going to sound really bizarre, but I kind of want to be bored. I kind of want to be able to take that deep breath and sigh and go, yeah, I'm pretty much, I want to be that content that I can say I'm bored. And I'm reaching that point. What an ambition. But I just want to end the video really by having a bit of a conflab about where I'm going with the future and stuff like that. The next couple of videos that I do are pretty much going to be rambly, weird, crazy shit. And you may watch, you might not, I hope not, but you might think I'm just rambling on. After that, I'm going to be doing these chatty videos and I'm going to be structuring them very specifically. And I'm actually going to keep tabs on what I do rather than just talking utter shit. I'm actually going to make with subjects and actually do things in a structured order. And I want you guys to be privy to that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're commenting on my video. I mean, Christ, that's amazing. So, there you go. I want to encourage Brett Badley to do more videos. That's another thing that I'd like. Brett Badley, he's one of these people where he'll dip his toe in, and if it's tepid, he'll remove it a little bit. Then he'll put his toe in a little bit more, but then he'll remove it. And I want to push him in. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to throw him in at the deep end and just let him swim. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he keeps dipping his toe in, and whoa, no. He's got something up in here, and if it came out, he would be very formidable on YouTube, in so much as he'd have a healthy amount of subs, I reckon. But it's putting that's in a beast of a shell. That's like, boom, that needs to come out. So that's the reason why I'm sort of pushing it and being a bit of a twat about it. I'm saying to him, just crack on and get it done, sort of thing. And I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys might not see in him what you see in me. I don't know. But my suggestion, if I may be so bold as to make one, is go and see Brett Badley, because his channel is pretty awesome, in truth. And if you check him out on Twitter as well, I mean, he tends to conflab with me randomly, and he's got... The only thing that I would say about Brett Badley is he's got a very strong administrative brain when it comes to his tweets. He tends to organise his tweets in a very specific way, which is bizarre to me, but I don't know, it might appeal to you guys, I don't know. But yeah, check him out on Twitter, check him out on YouTube. He's a good one. As the only thing I'm going to do now is end the video by saying thanks very much. It's pretty awesome at the moment. Things seem to be moving in the right direction. I want to have a chat with the Retro Only boys a little bit later. I'm not trying to be annoying deliberately, but I want to get things right. I want to move things in the right way. I think that the Retro Only boys have been very good. They've been they've been good about the whole thing, and I don't think it's right to keep them waiting any longer. I think I need to have a chat about what I'm doing and what my plan is, because they've been nice people. They've been really nice people, especially like Harry Yak, and and obviously, well, everybody that's kind of replied and listened to what I've had to say, sort of thing. So I tend to be really embarrassed about these things, and I tend to be quite annoying because I don't say what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I want to say something, but I don't say it the right way. So I'm going to be like real direct about it. But that's another video. That is something else. At the moment, I just want to. These videos, I suppose you could say, are me getting back into the swing of things. So there you go. So once again, thanks to everybody that has commented. Huge. Bloody huge. As far as the future's concerned, watch this space. As far as videos are concerned, it's my head only. My head only. The final thing is Brett Badley, Brett Badley, Brett Badley. And if you guys are not on Twitter, please, any skepticism you have about Twitter, throw it out the window. Just disregard it for 1 second and give it a shot. And I promise it will, at the very least, it's going to be an experience that you're unlikely to forget. Add me, it's GamesBloke, you know the drill. Boom. So adios, and thanks ever so much. Bye.